So David had a problem. This upcoming trial is not looking good for him. For starters, the police have 40 terabytes of evidence against him. Among that evidence, prosecutors say David had a significant amount of, listen closely, youth corn on his phone. If you don't know what that means, look in the comments. And this is why I say David had a problem, because forget the trial for a second. The stuff that David had on his phone can already put him in jail for decades. And I don't know how David's lawyer can swing that. The prosecutor said, we found it on David's phone. So at that point, there's not much speculation you could do there. David had this stuff on his phone.
40
so
terabytes?
Probably gonna look at David and be like, look, I mean, I'm gonna try to get you off the charge, but that other stuff ain't looking good. Because remember, David's got another charge for being with someone of an age that he had no business being with someone that. If you didn't know Celeste Rivas's age, then look in the comments. So there's so much evidence.
No, but the thing is, what's really mind-boggling me, right now is that, like, bro, this Tiffy was with the neg and her pump. I feel onion, bro. I can't say what I gotta say, but like literally, bro. Like, how many times has she been with this nigga? What is her people saying about this shit, bro? Real nigga shit. Why her peoples are not saying nothing whole time when she with this nigga? Hey, take your ass home. You shouldn't be with this nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like, this girl is with a grown ass man, bro. Grown ass man. Bro, I'm hearing that she been with this nigga ever since she was 11. What the fuck? What? 11. Come on, bro. That's wicked.
So much evidence that he was with her. David's lawyer probably finna look at David and be like, bro, what you want me to do about that? You might have to take that charge to the chin. And
it, hold on, another thing too, bro. Like, bro, like, this nigga is signed to the labels, right? So he got a manager. Do anybody at the label be telling this nigga that you hanging around with a jit, bro? Nobody talk to this nigga? Like, this nigga is dead ass crazy, bro. They involved? You feel that way? Because, like, there's no way you see a nigga, he walking around with a jit like this, bro. Like, for real. Like, bro, because you know when somebody's together with somebody in a relationship. There's a video going around with one of the labels. They're like, bro, you still with the little jit? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Melody. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. 100%. Thank you. Nah, but like, for real. Like, the labels are not saying anything. Like, does that make sense? You tell me you signed a dude that's been walking around with this jit ever since you was 11? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
that ain't no light charge. So David's probably realizing right here in this picture what I want you to understand in this video. That even without the charge, David could still face decades upon decades in prison just off all the stuff involving him and the youth. Stuff that, again, police have a lot of evidence for.
He's
but here's
wicked,
where
bro.
things start to get wicked, because one of the most important pieces of this case actually might be people who are witnesses to this event. And when I say witnesses, I mean witnesses in any capacity. That's going to make sense in a moment. You see, David's got managers, many people who work for him that might have known about his relationship with Celeste. That's a problem for them. In fact, David's manager came out and said a while back, he said, look, I don't know nothing about this. All right, y'all got to leave me alone on the internet. Y'all be making stuff up. There's an email of me out there, someone saying that I knew about David's relationship. That's cat.
See, yes, Melody, there's a link, right? On my page. You click the link, it'll send you the link to my Discord. You can join it. Yeah, you can send it through there. I'm also live on Twitch too. You want to slide through Twitch? You drop the link there as well. But yeah, have I ever watched the Conjoined Twins? Nah, I had not.
Well, that email got leaked. So it says there's been talk that the artist David possibly has something to do with the disappearance of Celeste Rivas. If that statement holds any merit, please do the right thing and take her home. Her parents are very worried. This is somebody sending this to David's manager. Listen to this next part closely. Allegedly, apparently, David's manager took a screenshot of this, sent it to David. David then sent this picture to one of Celeste's friends. The next day, Celeste gets sent home. Now, this is speculation, but what makes sense in the situation is somebody sends this to David's manager. David's manager goes, hey, yo, rushes over to David and says, yo, what is this? You got to take that girl and send her home. David sends the message to one of Celeste's friends saying, look, why y'all snitching? Manager probably said, I don't care about snitch here. I don't care about snitch there. This is going to jeopardize your career, David. It's going to mess with my money too. So send that girl home. David probably sent her home. Now, remember, I said David sent this screenshot, this email to one of Celeste's friends. So that's probably the person that leaked this out saying, oh, David's manager over here capping, David's manager lying, like he never got an email. Well, I have the screenshot of the email.
I don't know, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. Because, like, I don't know where the manager at. I don't know his position or whatnot, bro. But this is kind of wacky, too, because you also there, bro. You know something about this relationship, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Literally. You know something.
So I'm going to send it out. Police probably looked at this email. They said, would you look at that? David's manager most likely knew about David's situation with Celeste. That's illegal. But more importantly, that's a witness to the events. So they can go over to David's manager and get information from him. How do you get information from somebody? You say, hey, look, I got you doing something illegal over here. Why don't you tell me everything you know or you go to jail?
Yeah, you can. You can put them in the chat.
Now, nobody knows exactly what David's manager knows except most likely the police. But let me mention this next part to you. The day of Celeste getting, David had an album release party. It was the day of or the next day. So his managers were in his house. And remember, police say that David lured Celeste to his house saying, hey, come over. I need to talk to you about something. So she was around his house. The managers were around his house, meaning managers probably were there while Celeste was there. That doesn't mean they saw her getting, but it means they...
What the where's her people, bro? Where's her people? Dead ass. Where's the people? Why they letting this? I'm sorry, I don't want to blame the folks, but like, bro, like, come on, dog. Like, is she sneaking out the crib? Is she saying that she hanging with her friends or whatnot, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Might have information. And if David's managers have any information, you know they giving it to police ASAP. They finna snitch. They don't want to be associated with David at all at this point, I'm sure. On top of all of this, yes, there's more. They wiretapped David, meaning they recorded David while he's probably snitching on himself. If it's in the evidence, that means it's relevant to the case. He was saying something that they got him. Ooh, he's in trouble. And this isn't all the evidence. This is just basically a sprinkle of what the prosecutors were giving out. But let me be clear that the prosecutors are supposed to big up themselves. They're supposed to make it look like David has no chance. And from what they said, I mean, it really looks like David has no chance. But I've seen prosecutors screw up the easiest looking cases. Like, even though their evidence seems super solid, the defense attorney just flips it on them and the prosecutors sit there looking stuck. For instance, they can have so much evidence. The internet can have so much evidence about David being with Celeste. Like, come on, we know like he must have been with Celeste, but all David's attorney has to say is like, you got the text of them saying that they were together, or was that like his little sister? I mean, if you look at all these pictures and all this evidence, it could just be like a big bro talking to his little sis. Like, that was his huge fan. Like, he had love for her, just not in that way. The prosecutors could be like, no, here's David saying,
fuck no, because I seen some shit. That girl was on that nigga Twitch stream too. Ain't that right? I seen a Twitch clip, bro, before they banned his Twitch account. They posted that shit.
Saying, I love you. We got a text of him saying, I love you. The defense attorney would be like, yeah, he said, I love you to his little sister too. Like, what that mean? So it is still going to come down to how skilled David's attorney is and how skilled the prosecutor is. But with the evidence involved, let's just say it looks like the prosecutor has an AK and David's attorney has a pistol. Now, as for how Celeste was, she was poked with something really sharp, a sharp object, 2 times. And really, we don't need to go into detail. That's
Twin, I saw that this nigga chopped up with a chainsaw. Sorry to be graphic, bro, but that's why I saw on TikTok. I don't know if niggas lying or whatnot, bro. I heard that nigga got a chainsaw. He cut some of her fingers off because she had his initials tattooed on her fingers and whatnot. Real shit. For real. That nigga is really demonic. He crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
all that really needs to be said about that. I want to go to Celeste's parents real quick. There have been people that have come out and said that charges should be brought against Celeste's parents. But what I do want to say is people genuinely have no idea what Celeste's parents' role was in this situation. From all I've researched about this case, it's honestly my opinion that Celeste's parents just couldn't control her. I mean, think about how you might have been to your parents growing up. Think about how young kids are like to their parents all the time. So many people are saying that Celeste's parents should have done more. I want to agree with that. I do, but it truly depends on the situation. This isn't to defend Celeste's parents because I genuinely don't know what they might have known. Why I'm thinking about this is because I try to put myself in their shoes and think, what can you do in this situation for real, for real? Like, if your daughter's like, all right, I'm gone and I'm not coming back.
This bitch, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But, bro, the kid dead. Like, I heard that he been meeting up with her. No, these are I heard. Like, these are things that I heard, right? That he known the girl since she was 11. On some shit. You feel me? On top of that, now I don't know how long this relationship has been going with David and this one girl, right? But if this girl was going to leave the house, right, and the parents are speculating, where's my daughter, right? Do you not see any information on where your daughter is at? Is she with this famous artist? Have you heard of this famous artist? Have you ever talked to this famous artist, right? And when you meet this famous artist, has he met with your family? You know what I'm saying? On top of that too, like literally, this nigga going viral. He posting his music and everything. And she's somewhere behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You tell me the parents don't know nothing? Huh? This girl, she go to school. Has she ever came home late? Y'all don't do, like literally, bro, like y'all don't call the police? Huh? Y'all don't call the police? Y'all don't know where she at? The brother don't know? I seen the brother on TikTok too. But like, I don't know, bro. I feel like some of this shit, y'all gotta apply a lot more pressure, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know the situation. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. These are things that I've heard. But like, really, the parents, like, real shit. I know they mourning a lot, but like, for real, bro. Like, how she get this much access to another man, bro? And there's something going on with this David nigga, bro. Like, for real. He really got mental illness. Something wrong with that nigga. Dead ass.
Like, I can't like handcuff her to the bed. Like, I could ground her.
I feel that. You can't handcuff her. You can't physically hold her inside the house. I get that. But like, really, you a parent, bro. I don't know. You gotta figure out some shit, bro. I don't know. Like, you let her, she probably, I don't know if she met this nigga David while Celeste is out with her friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, her folks probably thinking, oh yeah, she's out with her friends and shit. And the whole time she probably hanging with this David nigga. You never know, bro. Like, that ass. Like, I don't know, bro. I can't really speak on, like, her folks shit, but, like, real shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I guess, but when she goes to school, she's gonna leave, like Celeste actually did. Like, she was supposed to go to school, and then she actually just went to David's place. All right, so it's been a while. So what
That's
I can
crazy.
do is file a police report. The parents filed a police report. What
David
are the police
had to
going
be
to say
trying
to
to do a satanic sacrifice cuz Richard Ramirez did the same thing back in the 80s.
Shit, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just overly confused right now, bro. Bro, every nigga that blows up, bro, they always hanging out with kids, bro. I don't know why. And this nigga very sinister because his music videos, bro, it shows that he in the video. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That nigga is weird.
Oh yeah, kids go missing all the time. I mean, yeah, we're gonna look, and then police never actually look. So you can call your kid, they don't pick up. I mean, what can you like do? You don't know David's address, you don't know where he lives. Like, it's tough. Maybe this email was from Celeste's family and friends to the manager as their way to get Celeste back, which worked until Celeste left again. I say this for people who may lose their kids to drugs or may lose their kids to them running away. You know, there's only so much you can do before you actually just feel powerless. Again, I don't know what Celeste's parents did. They could have actually just did nothing and not cared. But on the chance that they cared and did everything in their power to get their daughter back, I say go easy on the they should be arrested stuff, you know. And why I say that especially is because we gotta focus on one dude. A lot of people, in my opinion, for cases like this, get lost in the sauce. It's understandable because it's an infuriating situation. You get mad.
It is.
You got everybody who might have a hand in this, you want to take down. I feel it. But right now, and it seems police are thinking the same thing. Charges are not going to be brought up against the parents. They're not even going to look into the parents for now. They've got their eyes and their targets locked on to this man. And again, with all the evidence and charges that seem to be against him, I think it's going to be tough for the prosecutors to fumble this one. And David will probably be going to jail for a couple decades.
Yeah, he done. David done, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's fried for him. It's really is, bro. It's done. He done, bro. Crazy guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like that was like one of the things I was thinking, bro, because like where was she when she was gone? How many times has she been gone? How long has she been around this nigga? Does her folks know about this nigga? Am I glitching? I'm glitching again. Crazy. What? That shit's so weird, bro. Nigga, he weird, bro. Hold on, bro. I'm finna fix this shit real quick. Ay, ay, ay. Yo, if y'all was the judge, what would y'all give David, bro? That young nigga get electric chair, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Or I'll lock his ass up with Fleece Johnson. That nigga is not real. Yo, where's my cam on TikTok, bro? You could not be serious, gang. He gonna be in Lil J Sully. I ain't gonna lie. He probably not gonna stay alive long. They'll probably kill him. Sorry, sorry it sounds vulgar, but I really feel like that what they'll probably do to him. Real shit. They gonna do that nigga dirty, bro. Real shit.